Today, President Joe Biden said to meet with members of the Congressional Black Caucus, calling on him to make police reform. It comes a day after the funeral of Tyre Nichols, the man who died days after he was brutally beaten by Memphis police officers. ABC's M. Nguyen is in Washington.
Today, President Biden meeting with the Congressional Black Caucus at the White House amid renewed calls for police reform. This after recently released video shows the violent beating of 29-year-old Tyre Nichols by Memphis police officers following a traffic stop. He died 3 days later.
One must ask, was not it in the interest of keeping the public safe that Tyre Nichols would be with us here today?
Vice President Kamala Harris at Nichols' funeral Wednesday, vowing to stay committed to cracking down on police brutality.
We demand that Congress pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. Joe Biden will sign it.
But back in Washington, an all too familiar inflection point. The last round of bipartisan negotiations for comprehensive police reform fell apart in 2021 over several issues, including qualified immunity, the legal doctrine that limits victims' lawsuits against police officers. At that time, Biden signed an executive order to create a national database of police misconduct, among other provisions. The White House calling on Congress to pass permanent legislation.
The president told Mr. Nichols' family that he would continue pushing Congress to send the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act to his desk.
The Congressional Black Caucus now focused on two things: requesting for the president to talk about policing in his State of the Union next week and using the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act as a starting framework for new legislation. The parents of Tyre Nichols accepted an invitation to attend President Biden's State of the Union address next week. House Democrats plan to reintroduce the George Floyd Act right after the address. M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.